Alright, once again, greetings and good evening to all my friends, my champions, my winners, my superstars. This is Mike Cantave and I'm speaking with you this evening from my home in Boynton Beach, Florida. And tonight what we're going to talk about is, are you a human being or are you focused on being human? Now, to put it in perspective, what I'm really trying to get at here is, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you can't turn off the chatter in your head, you feel pressure all the time, and it's go, 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 and you're overthinking things, and you're over-analytical, and you can't even sit down to enjoy a meal with your friend, or even though you may be having a conversation, already thinking about your to-do list in the back of your mind here, it's almost like a buzz that you can't quite turn off? Well, I know for myself, I've probably am one of the biggest offenders until I came across this revelation. Now, a coach of mine, Mr. Jeffrey Combs, used to always say, Mike, you're a human being. And I never quite thought about the magnitude of what this meant. I've said recently here on Facebook that it's one thing to hear something and get it. It's another to understand something intellectually, but it's a whole nother level of understanding once you understand something internally beyond just intellectually. Well, that actually was one of the big breakthroughs for me, and this insight, this enlightenment came to me when I read this book A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, or Eckhart Tolle if you would. Now, this is not just what the book is about. There are many other topics in the book. However, this is one that assisted me with getting some clarity as for myself as to how to be in the moment, how to be in the now. A lot of times we hear a lot of sayings, and they're great. However, they lack a certain explanation that allows us to either process the information internally or even intellectually for that matter. So this is really a quick session about how to be in the moment, how to slow things down, how to turn off that chatter, or at least turn it down for now in your head and allow you to be. Now, before I reveal what has worked for me, being in the moment allows you to be more effective on so many levels. You are more receptive, you are more intuitive, you are more attentive, you're more perceptive, you respond better because you're not missing anything as things are going on. You're very involved in the moment. For example, if I'm speaking with you right here, right now, my entire focus is spent on the moment that I'm speaking with you right now. There's no other agenda here. There is no other thing that is taking my focus off this. If you're having a conversation with a friend, just be in the conversation. Drop, man, you're there, you're having that conversation anyway, so just drop what you're doing and make it a quality conversation. If you're walking from here to the kitchen, focus on walking. When you get to the kitchen, make your action of picking up the knife, let's say, your particular moment of focus. That's it. Just focus on everything that you're doing. That way it amplifies everything. You're so much better, especially in business. That intuitiveness that you develop allows you to respond more effectively to the prospect, to the client. You really hear everything that is being said. You really process it, and it allows you to respond on a whole nother level. Okay, so this is the importance of being in the now. In addition to that, the other thing that it does is we hear that saying, the ends justify the means. Well, if you're not enjoying what you're doing now and you're thinking that tomorrow when you get to the end that will make everything okay, well, you're fooling yourself. And even if that was to be true, let's say you're in a journey that takes 2 to 4 years, well, that's 2 to 4 years of your life that is just gone, that you did not find enjoyment in. So the other value, if you would, of being in the moment allows you to enjoy the process, find joy, find some type of fulfillment in the journey, so that you don't put all your chips on finding fulfillment and satisfaction on the end, and you don't look back, you don't develop feelings of regret, resentment towards your goal because it cost you so much. Okay, so it's really a balancing act, if you would, but allowing you to be in the present, in the moment. Now, in terms of abundance, a lot of us are seeking abundance, but you have to first feel abundant internally in order for you to see it, because our brain only sees what we are wired to see. So you have to wire abundance. Get in touch with the abundance that surrounds you everywhere on a daily basis, almost at every moment, and that allows you to connect externally and manifest that abundance that we're all seeking in our business deals. So for me, one of the ways that has enabled me to be more in the moment is to actually stop and to breathe. Now, guys, I know, first of all, I'm one of the most A-type personality type of guys. I'm a tough guy, a man's guy, I ride motorcycles, I fly jets and just jet ski, and yeah, I smoke cigars, the whole nine. But just to say that, you know what, this is not your personality. So even if I can do it, trust me, it is worth it, and what you're going to get out of it is even much more important. So to just take your time, and at first this is a skill you have to develop, just like everything that you're doing in life. Your job, you weren't able to do it the first day. You weren't able to ride your car your first day, or ride your bike the first day, or tie your shoelaces the first day. It took you repetition. So it's the same thing here. If you choose that you are going to be in the moment from now on, one thing you want to do is to close your eyes and then just breathe. We're not talking about meditation here. Just breathe, slow down, quiet down, simmer down. Even feel the air coming through your lungs as you're breathing, just the whole phenomenon. Just feel yourself breathe. That's it. Just focus on how that feels. Just don't even think about it. Just keep breathing. Deep breaths, and just feel that going through you. Once you feel that, you know what, just feel alive. Feel your hands, for example. Just feel the presence of your hands. Just feel the presence of your body. And just what it'll do, it'll amplify the sounds, it'll amplify the feelings. When you open your eyes, the colors will be more vivid, and that's just being in the present, in the moment. And by doing that, that feeling is so calming and soothing that actually it overwhelms the thoughts that are going in your head. It supersedes everything else that is going on, and you feel this immediate relief. And just keep in mind to focus on what you're doing at the time. If it's speak with someone, speak with that person. Only devote your time with that person. Slow down. Just be in the moment. Find appreciation in what you're doing right then and there. And that will translate into the human side. Everything we just talked about is the being. See, human beings. Now, the human side is, if you would, is the doer, the external source, the secondary. There's so much emphasis on how to be human, what to do and how to do it. Well, and however, the word never goes on its own. It's human being. There's less emphasis on the being, but think of it as the source that drives the behaviors that we have. Think of it as what powers you. Think of it as what gives you fulfillment. Think of it as the internal primary source of everything. So therefore, equal emphasis should be put on the being, not just the human. And now you're a balanced human being and get more out of it. Now, I know this was a little bit longer than usual, and there's so much more that I'd like to give you, but I'm going to respect your time. Once again, I thank you for watching. I thank you for tuning in. You are a champion and a winner. Be in the moment. Catch yourself. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of how you're feeling. Awareness is the first step. Once you come across that awareness, it will put you on the path to find more, but you have to start somewhere. So to be aware and to make a conscious effort to be in the moment. Enjoy every step of the process so that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. So again, I believe in you. I look forward to seeing you on the next installment. Feel free to hit me up on my blog, powermindset.com, YouTube channel, or Twitter or Facebook, Mike Cantave, and I'd love to hear from you. Again, thank you for watching.